Abate, become less intense or widespread. Abattoir, a place where animals are slaughtered for consumption as food. Abbot, the superior of a monastery. Abbreviation, to reduce to a shorter form intended to stand for the whole. Abdicate, to give up one's authority or throne. Abdication, act of giving up the throne. Aberration, deviation from the right course. Ablution, the act of washing oneself. Abolish, formally put an end to a system, practice, or institution. Aboriginal, existing in a land from the earliest times or from before the arrival of colonists. Aborigines, the inhabitants living from earliest times in a country, the original inhabitants, natives of a country. Abridge, to shorten a piece of writing without losing the sense. Abridgment, a shortened version of a larger work. Abrogate, cancel or do away with a law or agreement. Absolution, formal forgiveness of a person's sins. Absurd, widely unreasonable, illogical, or ridiculous. Accelerate, to increase the speed. Accolade, any award, honor, or laudatory notice. Accomplice, a person who helps another to commit a crime or to do something morally wrong, a partner in crime. Accord, be harmonious or consistent with. Accountant, a person whose profession is to keep accounts. Acerbic, sharp and direct. Acoustics, the scientific study of sound. Acquit, to decide and state officially in court that somebody is not guilty of a crime. Acrobat, one who performs daring gymnastic feats, an entertainer who performs difficult physical feats. Acronym, an abbreviation formed from the initial letters of other words and pronounced as a word. Acrophobia, fear of great heights. Act, to do something, to behave in a particular way, to perform a part in play, film, function. Activate, make a machine active or operative. Acumen, the ability to make good judgments and take quick decisions. Sharpness and accuracy of judgment. Addict, a person who is physically dependent on a substance, harmful drugs. Adhere, believe in and follow the practices of. Adolescence, the period between the beginning of puberty and adulthood. Adonish, an extremely beautiful young man. Adulterate, make impure by adding inferior substances. Advocate, a person who supports or speaks in favor of something. Aerial, growing, existing, living in air. Aesthetic, concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. Agenda, a list of items to be discussed at a meeting. Aggressive, always ready to attack or quarrel. One who is hostile and violent. Agnostic, one who is not sure about God's existence. Agony, extreme mental or physical suffering. Album, a blank book of keeping a collection of photographs, stamps, or pictures. Algophobia, fear of pain. Alien, a person belonging to a foreign country, different from what you are used to, a fictional being from another world. Alimony, an allowance made to a wife by her husband when they are legally separated. Allegory, a story, play, picture, etc., in which each character event is a symbol representing an idea equality, such as truth, evil, death, etc. Alliteration, words that begin with the same letter, syllable, or sound. Repetition of an initial sound in two or more words of a line. Alluvium, soil deposited by flowing water. Alma mater, the school or college in which one has been educated. Alpinism, mountain climbing. Altar, a table or flat surface where offerings are made to a deity. Altimeter, instrument that measures the altitude of the land surface. Altitude, the height above sea level. Altruist, someone who makes charitable donations intended to increase human well-being. Alumnus, a former student of a school, college, or university. Amateur, one who plays for pleasure rather than as a profession. A person who is neither well experienced nor professional. A non-professional who is inept at a particular activity. Amaxophobia, fear of riding in a car. Ambassador, a diplomatic representative in another country. Ambidextrous, able to use the left hand and right hand equally well. Ambiguous, capable of being understood in either of two or more possible senses, and therefore not definite. Ambivalent, having or showing both good and bad feelings. Ambivert, one who has the qualities like shyness and openness at the same time. Amble, walk or move at a slow, relaxed pace. To walk aimlessly. Ameliorate, make something bad or unsatisfactory better. Amenable, readily reacting to suggestion or influences, willing to be guided or controlled. Amicable, someone who is friendly or good natured. Amnesia, a partial or total loss of memory. Amnesty, an official pardon, the formal act of liberating someone. Amoral, not following any moral rules or not caring about right wrong. Amphibians, animal that can live both on land and in water. Amputee, a person who has had one or more limbs removed. Analogy, comparison between things that have similar features. Analysis, detailed examination of something complex. Anarchist, a person who believes that laws and governments are not necessary. A person who believes in or tries to bring about a state of lawlessness. Anarchy, a situation in a country, an organization, etc., in which there is no government, order, control. Anatomy, the branch of science concerned with the bodily structure of humans, animals, and other living organisms. Anchor, a person who presents a radio television program. Ancient, belonging to long past. Anecdote, a short, interesting, or amusing story about a real person or an event. Anesthetist, a medical specialist who administers drugs for relieving pain during surgery. Anile, like a weak old woman. Animosity, a strong dislike, hostility. Annihilate, to destroy completely. Anniversary, the date on which an event happened in some previous year. Annuity, a fixed sum paid annually. Anonymous, whose names are not known, an unknown author. Anorexia, obsessive desire to lose weight by refusing to eat. Anthology, a collection of poems, stories, etc., that have been written by different people and published together in a book. A collection of poems. Anthropology, the study of human race, especially of its origin, development, customs, and beliefs. Anticipate, look forward to. Antidote, a medicine to nullify the effect of poison. Antipathy, a strong dislike between two persons, a deep-seated feeling of aversion. Antiquarian, one who studies antique things. Antithesis, the exact opposite. Antonym, words which are opposite in meaning. Apartheid, a policy that segregates people on the basis of race. Policy of racial discrimination. Apartment, a set of rooms forming one's residence in a building. Apathetic, showing or feeling no interest, enthusiasm, or concern. Apathy, the feeling of not being interested in or enthusiastic. Aphasia, loss of speech due to medical problem. Apiary, a place where bees are kept. Apologize, to express regret for something that one has done wrong. Apostasy, the state of having rejected your religious beliefs or your political party or a cause. Apostle, a pioneer of a reform movement. Appalling, causing shock or dismay. Appertain, be appropriate or applicable. Applicant, a person who formally requests something, especially a job. Appraisal, estimation of a thing's worth. Appreciate, to rise in value. Apprentice, a person who works for an expert to learn a trade. Aquaphobia, being afraid of water or being near water. Aquarium, a glass tank where fish and water plants are kept. Aquatic, animals and plants growing or living in or near water. Arable, suitable for growing crops. Arbitrary, based on chance rather than on reason or a plan. Arbitrator, a person who is chosen to settle a disagreement, a person appointed by two parties to resolve a dispute. Archaeologist, one who studies human antiquities. Archaeology, the study of human history and prehistory through the excavation of sites. Archaic, no longer in use. Archipelago, a large body of water with many islands. Archive, the place where public, government, or historical records are kept. Ardor, zeal, burning enthusiasm, passion. Arena, a place where fights take place. A place or scene of activity, debate, or conflict. Aristocracy. A government by the nobles. A government by the person of highest social order. Arsenal. A military structure where arms and ammunition and other military equipment are stored. Arson. Deliberately and maliciously set something, building usually, on fire. Arsonist. A criminal who illegally sets fire to property. Arson phobia. Fear of fire. Articulate. Good at expressing ideas, feelings clearly in words. Having or showing the ability to speak fluently and coherently. Artist. One who practices one of the fine arts. Ascetic. One who denies oneself ordinary bodily pleasures. Ascribe. Regard something as being due to a cause. Askance. Nations that do not trust each other, look upon each other. Assailant. A person who physically attacks another. Assent. To agree to a request, an idea, a suggestion. Assertive. The quality of being politely firm and demanding. Astrologer. One who tells future from the stars. Astronaut. A person who is trained to travel in space. Astronomy. The scientific study of celestial bodies like sun, moon, stars, planets, etc. Asylum. Place there provides refuge. A hospital where people who were mentally ill could be cared for, often for a long time. Atheist. One who doesn't believe in the existence of God. Atonement. An action of making amends for a wrong or injury. Audible. That can be heard clearly. Audit. An official inspection of a company's or individual's accounts. Auditor. One who makes an official examination of accounts, financial records. Auditorium. A building where an audience sits. Authentic. Made or done in the traditional or original way. Something that is genuine. Autobiography. The life history of a person written by himself. Autocracy. A system of government of a country in which one person has complete power. Autocrat. A ruler who has complete power. Autonomy. A self-governing country or region. Autopsy. An official examination of a dead body by a doctor in order to discover the cause of death. Avalanche. A mass of snow, ice and rocks falling rapidly down a mountain side. Avant-garde. The group, especially in the arts, regarded as being the most experimental. Avarice. Insatiable desire for wealth. Avaricious. Having an extreme desire for wealth. Aviary. A place where birds are kept. Avicide. Killing of birds. Avidity. Keen interest or enthusiasm. Avoid. To keep away from. Axiom. A rule, principle that most people believe to be true.